Hello there.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I am getting right into episode 2 of Boardwalk Empire season 3. Right after finishing episode 1, I cannot stop at the moment, okay? I thought episode 1 was absolutely fantastic, so I'm just like to myself, let me get a little taste of the remainder of season 3 with episode 2. Let me just at least watch episode 2 to see what I'm fully getting in for, because I thought episode 1 was actually fantastic. What's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting his shot. And just like I said, today we are up to episode 2 of Boardwalk Empire season 3. This one is titled Spaghetti and Coffee. Let's get into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing. Let's absolutely smash it. Let's go. I feel like last episode, you know, the monster side of Nucky Thompson really showed. He wasn't able to, you know, conceal it. It came out at the end with Margaret. That's got to be Van Alden. Fishbowl? Oh no, New York City. Rothstein? We're just gonna kill the goldfish? No! That might be Gyp, for all we know. That's Eli, yeah? Out of prison. He did his time. Yay! Didn't even have to do his 2 years. I think. My guy already looks like a changed man.
He sends you?
Sharp as ever. No luggage, right?
Yo, big up Doyle for making it this long in the series. I know it's like a 5-season show,
Very
but
rustic here.
season 3.
They ever let you out? Fresh air? I can't drive if we hold hands.
Let me ask you something, Mickey. How the fuck are you still alive?
I just...
So invaluable. Bring people together. They appreciate that.
Backstabbing shit.
No wonder we get along.
He's a ball of positive energy.
Look, Eli.
He's
Things
magnetic.
have changed. Nucky? Hard man to get to these days. Can't just walk in and put your feet up. A lot of hoops. And the Munya thing. That did not help.
What thing?
Just someone shot his face off.
Poor Munya.
Who? Why? Big question mark. Worked for me.
Doing
Interesting.
What's my decision? Ain't it? Come on now. Don't be a jaboni. What are you gonna do? There's no one else coming for you.
Such a great scene right there.
Got you some Joe.
Hey, Italians,
Not
man.
enough 'cause
Spaghetti and coffee.
No? Okay, fine. So what are we doing, boss? Another night? Back to New York? I mean, I'm just asking.
It's the ocean.
1 inch equals 10 miles.
The scale.
How's that?
The scale. Or the map.
That's what it's called?
Usually.
Sometimes it's not called that?
No, pretty much always the scale.
Is he illiterate, Gyp?
Out
No.
of traffic.
Like,
Yeah, the truck route to New York.
It's almost 7 inches.
Huh? Oh, right.
Good business?
Yeah, till they finish that new highway, we're the last gas to Staten Island.
What's he got in there?
The truck?
Yeah.
Fish?
Says fish. Could be something else that come off the ocean, right?
I wouldn't have a clue about that.
Who would?
Sorry.
Who would have a clue?
The sheriff, maybe? He keeps an eye on things.
Sheriff. He's what? On a horse or something?
No, he's got a Chevrolet.
The sheriff.
I'm supposed to pump gas.
It's pasteurized.
The Irish fellow, man?
Visitors are announced by name, Philip.
He's not really visiting, is he?
Come in, Mr. Slater.
Ladies,
You know Miss Preddock?
you were at the New Year's Day,
You don't remember me.
Mr. Slater's quite observant.
and Mrs. Thompson aims to keep me on my toes.
She really struggles to make eye contact with him.
I'm going to freshen up, and whenever you're ready, we'll...
Thank you.
Especially when there's someone else around.
If there was a household account at the bank, you'd be spared the trip.
This is how he wants to manage it.
Will you be speaking with him today?
I can get him word.
He has the St. Gregory Award from the diocese for our generosity. The bishop presents it.
Quite the honor.
So from what I got from last episode is that Nucky is not really living at home anymore. So I'm not sure if it was, or he doesn't conduct many. Yeah, he doesn't really come back here a lot anymore, and it's like sort of like the same regime as season 1 and early season 2. And it seems like he is really, really angry at Margaret for the property thing. For the land thing with her transferring the deed to the church. So yeah, ever since probably that happened, I'm guessing Nucky can't really trust Margaret anymore. But they're bound by marriage. But there seems to see some sort of mutual agreement between the two. And it seems like Margaret herself can't even get a hold of Nucky that much.
Can't very well be turned down, and it's awkward if he doesn't attend. I can make some excuse, but they need an answer, so...
I'll see he's told.
I don't even know if Owen Slater's going to be delivering these messages.
Emily's thriving.
Well, never as bad as the worst.
Big up, Emily.
So your mom said that too. And yourself.
Plenty to keep me occupied.
You're planning for the spring.
The hospital grounds. I've business there, actually.
I can give you a lift if you'd like.
Cornelia's driving me.
All taken care of then.
So I'm guessing, based on last episode, he secured Katie, he married Katie. He squared things with her. I'm not sure.
Hello? Oh, dear. No, I can't right now. Because I'm pickling some peppers, silly. Yeah, I bet you would.
I give up. I gave up a long time ago, but I'll just say it. I give up.
You're not getting gloomy, are you, Gus? Hey, didn't we just have some fun?
He's just another Lucy in the end of the day.
I have to meet a man at the Hotel Astor.
Very mysterious. I'll see you later.
Why else am I in New York?
Such a good liar.
And I'm going to call your landlord.
Don't.
You have a flood in here.
I just hate to bother Mr. Rothstein.
Whereas I love to bother Mr. Rothstein.
Oh, so that's his New York Guma. Sorry, he was staying at New York.
The whole place could use a coat of paint.
Hey, Purnsley, what's up, man?
I don't want to interrupt your work, sir.
What time we open up, Mr. Purnsley?
Club don't serve a whiskey before 10 p.m.
Maybe you come back round then. Got that professor up from Kansas City. He beat that old girl some fizz.
I'm working hard. Graduate in 2.5 years.
Be a doctor. Bet your parents must be proud. They on that boarding house over on Mediterranean with the nice rooms. for respectable folk.
They have always held you in high regard.
What you come to say, son?
I think Maybelle is a wonderful young woman, sir.
Thank her mama for that.
My feelings for her are deep and sincere. I intend to make a place for myself in this world. I would like Maybelle by my side as I do.
You talk to Maybelle about this?
I thought it most proper for me to speak to you first.
Hey, that's a responsible guy, man. Going to the parent, going to the dad, asking for her daughter's hand in marriage.
How about you talk to me?
Is something bothering you?
I don't know. I ain't no doctor, am I?
I didn't bring any of my instruments, but if you'll allow me, I find it easier to measure the pulse here.
The way Chalky was looking at his ass right there, man. But boy, if you touch me, I'm gonna boop your ass.
Open your mouth for me, please. May I have your hands, sir? You have a mineral deficiency.
Damn.
These white spots in the nails.
Is it bad?
You might eat more leafy vegetables.
Go on and back and tell Augusta to fix up a big plate of greens.
Is it bad?
Am I suitable, Mr. White?
Welcome to the family, son.
Oh man, so good. I can kick back, watch this show all day. I can easily breeze through a season of this in a day. I reckon if I wasn't like recording, editing. Oh, she's visiting the woman who had the miscarriage.
I'm sure you don't remember me. I'm Margaret Thompson. I was visiting here when you had your difficulty about how to tend to yourself in future.
I don't need him telling me, not after bringing 9 into this world.
Damn!
5 that lived.
Oh.
I've 2 of my own. Son and daughter.
Mr. Shearer was set on another boy. After 3 girls in a row.
$40,000, and I don't know who I'm giving it to.
It's the entire essence of the system.
I'm leaving.
Oh, is this the middleman for Harry? The 40,000? The cash? For protection?
Forgive my informal appearance. It is unconscionably warm in here.
You are?
Well, my general preference is to remain anonymous. But Gaston Bullock Means, Special Investigator, United States Department of Justice.
Where is Jess Smith?
Jess Smith is conspicuously absent.
How is that an answer?
Client enters. The payment is placed in the bowl. The client leaves. Who has seen whom? No one has seen anybody. And the Republic survives another day.
This is your idea.
It has the twin virtues of simplicity and mystery.
It strikes me as idiotic.
Well, that is your prerogative. Mr. Thompson, did you not make prior arrangements with Messrs. Smith and Doherty in regards to certain services and protections? And were you not given exact instructions as to where and when this transaction would take place?
I was.
And are we, not now, both growing older on a brisk winter's day in the great port of New York, eager to see where fate leads us next. How would you judge a man you could buy within 5 minutes of meeting him?
I wouldn't trust him for a second.
Well, then we are face to face with paradox. Ordinary men avoid trouble. Extraordinary men turn it to their advantage. You and I have that in common.
Yeah, he had the case and he turned it to his advantage. extraordinary man turned that to their advantage. He's right. Oh, Remus. Is that Remus? It is. Remus making his deposit. There we go.
Of waiting till Mr. Remus leaves and then exit by that door. Thank you. Oh, and regards to Mr. Rothstein, I believe you're seeing him later.
This guy knows everything.
Come in.
Oh, she's seeing that doctor.
Am I interrupting?
Why would I say come in if you were? It's a Catholic hospital.
You knew that when you spoke to me last time.
How do you propose to persuade Dr. Landau?
I don't propose to persuade him at all.
May I ask exactly what
You
would?
may not.
Damn.
Anything else?
Yes. Please refrain from smoking that pipe or buy better tobacco. Whatever you stuff in there is appalling.
We filled up. What are we hanging around for?
I run a tight operation, Eli. I don't need any guff from the fellas that work for me.
I don't work for you.
I hear there are opportunities out west. Hop a rail. Godspeed.
Yo, Gyp is around still.
I just want to go home, see June and the kids.
That you will. After we do this. Kept me waiting, Victor.
I have a town to patrol.
Those Methodists keeping you up at night?
I find trouble around here comes from the outside.
Well, we got a convoy coming through tomorrow night. We don't want no trouble neither.
The envelope exchanges.
The other half?
Still iconic.
Convoy. Same as always. You know Nucky's good for it.
Tank yourselves up and head on through. I don't want to see any of your boys lounge around Maine near the beaches or the coast road. You head on through.
What if they need to pray?
Something on your mind?
You don't remember me? You were up and down this shore 10 years ago, looking for any job with a badge.
Oh, I found one. Tomorrow night, fill up your trucks and move on through.
Hey, just like with Jimmy, the world forgets, man. Everyone
care
moves
now.
on. Savage.
Sheriff Thompson.
Eli needs to find a new place in the world.
Father, are we called to dinner?
Lester, I need to talk to your sister. Go down and help set up.
Yes, sir. I'll give you those Clark McKay poems. They're worth a look.
I don't know why I laugh every time he's on screen, man.
Your beau came to see me today.
I know. He called here afterwards.
Mom ain't say nothing.
I haven't told her. Samuel's awful sweet, isn't he?
She has her doubts.
Respectful.
Let me guess. She has her doubts?
He's gonna be a good doctor.
Good husband, too.
How old were you when you married Mama?
Going on 26.
And when you saw her, you knew.
I knew she wouldn't give me the time of day. I knew her daddy tell everybody he meet that I be half Apache and such. And a no account. All 'cause I come up from Texas. Worked the storefront for Oscar Beno.
What changed Grandpa's mind?
He run into some problems, so I help him out.
How?
Don't matter how. He said he could count on me. I be on the side of family. Now, this man of y'all's gonna be a doctor. That's good for us.
He can count
This
on him.
family.
He can count on him.
What about me?
Ain't you part of it?
Daddy, I don't want to just move from this house into someone else's.
It's gonna be your house. You and husband. And your little ones.
I'm not ready for that.
Oh, girl, it ain't gonna happen right away.
I'm never gonna be ready. Not with Samuel.
Your mama will work for this. work all her days to raise you for this.
She married you.
What that mean?
You're interesting. How did you help Grandpa?
Oh. Oh, that. She want to know that side? Oh.
Did you get rid of someone?
Okay, girl. Oh, damn.
Me and you having some kind of discussion.
Yo, she think, oh my gosh, I'm already halfway through this episode. What the heck? What the heck? I think this is the first pause I've done. I'm like, what? Wow. But I get where Chalky's coming from, and I feel like we've had that exploration a little bit last episode with a lot of the men themselves being their usual misogynistic self, and you know, the women themselves wanting to spread their wings, per se. I feel like that was the metaphor of last episode with Margaret, and such. And yeah, you know, she wanted to spread her wings. She wanted to have that freedom. And I feel like Richard Harrow was the only one to understand that last episode with Angela. He was the one to recognize another woman in the show, or another woman in his life for her talents, and his sister as well, you know, being the one who taught him how to fire a gun. And I feel like here with Chalky and his daughter, listen, I get where Chalky's coming from. He doesn't want his daughter to get in, you know, have any sort of insight into his part of the world, his wicked world. And I get where he's coming from in terms of, like, you know, he wants his daughter to have like a normal, perfect life and not get involved in the world he is in. But she doesn't seem to want that. I think she sees that in her father, that he's interesting. He's got this other side to him, and she doesn't find that in Samuel. So is he going to force her to marry Samuel? Who knows? Is he going to open up to her?
It's my life, Daddy.
And how you gonna live it? Huh? What, backseat of a car? Swag a buck with a pistol? Wife 2 county over?
Why not? I'll write a poem about it.
Them people can't even sign their own name. In your life? Your life belongs to...
dinner.
He was about to go. He was about to go.
You marrying that boy.
Come on, Chalky. Don't force your daughter to do anything.
So tomorrow morning, 8 sharp. Big shipment for Rothstein.
I love how...
Fuck yourself.
I love how Doyle is adamant
You have a
that
nice night, too.
Eli is working for him. Just like that. This is going to be such a sweet interaction here with all the kids.
Bri?
Hi, Pop.
Look at you.
Hi, Pa! Did they know?
Look at all these beauties and these handsome young men. Hey, Edith.
Damn! I told you it was going to be a sweet interaction.
Someone too big for a hug?
Welcome home, Dad.
Where'd you get that grip?
I don't know.
She's been working in a lumber yard.
Nobody told me that.
You had enough to worry about.
Come on, Eli Redemption Arc. Eli Redemption Arc. Come on, Eli Redemption Arc. Van Alden Redemption Arc, Eli Redemption Arc. Let's go.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
I knew he was going to say
Tell me
spaghetti.
about that.
It's like a noodle,
Mm-hmm.
and it's covered in a red sauce. But you could have it with butter instead, and balls of meat, like this.
It's just a joke.
Delicious. I'll have that.
It's just
The
a
butter or
joke,
the
isn't
sauce?
it?
The sauce. Make it 2. And you know what I like with that? Just a little wine.
Oh,
We can't provide that, sir.
we don't have that. It's against the law.
Still, in the back, inside the cupboard, behind the sody pop.
You know, it's good here. The coffee.
Spaghetti and coffee.
Brew it fresh every half hour. Best thing on a night like this.
Okay. Thank you. We'll have spaghetti and coffee.
Keep you nice and warm on the road.
No driving tonight.
Standing Tabor Heights?
We're over at the Kinneret Lodge.
Not much going on here this time of year. Asbury Park, Atlantic City, that's where the action is.
That's 60 miles.
Well, you can head back to New York.
How you know we're from New York?
Call it a hunch.
Oh man, he from Sicily, man.
Better than Mama's, huh?
What do you know about this Means fella?
He's a colorful personality.
I don't need to get wrapped up in Harry Doherty's mess. Do you?
Well, the protection is valuable. Cost is insignificant overall.
You're collecting money in a fishbowl.
I'd never advise against caution, considering the ongoing volatility in the marketplace.
If you're poking around Manny Harvitz, why don't you just say so?
Do you have a suspect?
Waxy Gordon comes to mind.
Naturally.
But it's not Waxy. Because Waxy would have to clear it with you, and you would have said no, because you're in business with me.
That could be what I want you to think.
It could, but I doubt it.
How can you be sure?
Because if you were trying to be obvious, you'd never be that obvious.
This is why I enjoy our conversations.
Yo, I didn't expect these two to end up having a relationship like this after their troubles.
I do hope you're paying equally close attention to our arrangement.
I am paying equally close attention to the layout of the pool table at the moment. And it seems to be really done right. Like, everything's in play. Rothstein seems to be hitting his shots. And there doesn't seem to be any continuity errors of the placement of the balls. Pause.
There's a shipment going out tonight.
We agreed on the 4th.
That's tonight.
It's tomorrow, Mr. Thompson.
Of course it is. My mistake.
Well, man's allowed to enjoy himself every now and then.
I've got people on top of it, Arnold. That's why I pay them.
As long as they have calendars.
You know, I feel like Nucky's.
Your radiators leak. West 57th Street.
Miss Kent's building.
You own it. You might want to protect your investment.
Are you looking to rent? East of the park would suit you better.
What are you implying?
She's a charming and vivacious young woman.
Nah, you've got to be. Fair play. Fair play. How many takes did that take, okay? How many takes did that take? But fair play to Rothstein. He hit it. He hit the shot. 8-ball pool, baby.
Prudence?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Thompson has a morning suit. The striped trousers and cutaway jacket. Do you know where it is?
No, but I'm sure I can find it.
Check that it's sound and have it cleaned. He's going to need it when he meets the bishop.
Oh, did you not get the message, ma'am?
What message?
Mr. Thompson. He left word that he won't be attending the ceremony.
Clean the suit anyway. I'm afraid he's mistaken.
Oh. Looks like the same model plane that Duncan was flying at the end of last episode.
Will? Hi, Pop. What was up? Didn't want to wake your mother. What are you doing?
Going to work.
Nothing for breakfast?
There's coffee and donuts at the yard.
He's been holding it
Not
down
enough
for the
a grown
family.
boy.
I'll be okay.
So you don't have to do this anymore.
I'm pretty used to it.
You should be in school. You got your mother's brains.
I've been learning plenty.
No, science, math. Hey, I read Shakespeare. Can you beat that? Thine old pop.
That's the boss. He picks me up.
He's become a man of his own. I don't think he's going to be interested in that. He's matured too early. Not too early, but like...
Happy 2 birthdays ago.
Pretty keen. I gotta go, Pop.
Ah.
Keep it moving, fellas. everything ready to go by sundown.
He wasn't there to see his boy become a man.
Put all another rope there.
Big shipment tonight, huh?
Oh.
Nothing gets past you.
Oh.
Where's it headed?
So he did
You
get
don't
a.
understand the principle.
He did
We
get
pay
a.
you, Prohees, not to ask questions.
He did get a prohibition
I haven't
officer
been
on
paid
his
yet.
payroll.
You know it's goofy. Cash business like this. Come the end of the day, I still got empty pockets.
That's a big chunk of cash.
I found him hanging around outside.
Damn. Gonna have to learn your place. You ain't just gonna come back out of prison and it's gonna be handed to
I
you.
don't get it. I'm dressed as a hummingbird, Vi.
Bankroll the brother, watch the meter. And then you find yourself at 4 a.m. in some god-awful apartment in New York looking for your stomach.
Oh, he having bad thoughts. He having bad thoughts.
You.
Don't concern yourself.
Guess who I just ran into? His great satanic majesty, the spider of Wall Street.
Oh, he's not so bad.
That's not what you said last month.
People change their minds. I got a letter yesterday from that vicious, dried-up bitch in Muncie. Oops, I mean my mother. Sends me a story cut out from Collier's. Guess what it's called?
I can't imagine.
Me neither. Sad Nights of a Showgirl. Why is that funny?
Your attention,
Damn,
please.
man. Damn.
And those are the Dawn line up your pay.
I like how we sort of got a geographical layout as well this episode of New York and then Atlantic City. I think it's, and then Tabor Heights, obviously sort of nearly in the middle of the two. Tabor Heights, I believe, is 60 miles from Atlantic City, and I think he said this episode was a Gyp say it was nearly 7 inches, so about close to 70 miles between Tabor Heights and New York. I just like how we get sort of like a geographical layout about how far these guys have to travel and where certain locations are between each other, because it seems like Gyp might have a plan to halt this convoy tonight.
Extra 50 for the trip to New York.
Didn't come for a handout.
Suit yourself.
Anyway, I don't have a piece.
Damn, Charlie Cox has actually found his place in this show. I didn't expect it early on. I didn't think he'd last this long as well. I'm glad Chalky Wise got to open up his own bar. Seems like a nice place to hang out in Atlantic City.
I'm drinking. I'm having fun.
Yo, Samuel really like me, man. He don't drink.
I'm here.
You don't want to marry me.
Speak up. Yell. 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 Can't you do that?
I said, if you don't want...
You watch this.
Oh! Damn, Purnsley, chill. All right, I'm sure he's got it.
Daddy.
Keep playing. What in the hell you doing here?
Yo, that really like the Star Wars Cantina. Continue the music.
Walk. Take her with you.
I guess that
needs help.
You ain't gonna be giving it to him.
Hey. He a well-mannered, well-raised boy.
Look at me.
He still want to attend to the guy that cut him up.
Look at me. You interested now?
I was about to say she saw the other side of his world. Oh, like.
Am I interested now?
She saw his world. Oh man. Ah, so good. Mini story arc completed this episode. Am I interested now? He saw what Purnsley was capable of. Yeah, it's too quiet for a routine petrol stop. What has Gyp offered the sheriff? Has he taken out the sheriff? Who knows? Has he paid off everyone to...
Pumps are locked.
What are we doing?
You tell me.
Sickle ain't here. Let's just blow through.
Don't you need gas?
Find it up the line.
I'll not take 8 lorries on an Easter egg hunt. And risk getting stranded along the way.
Forward or back. I'm freezing my nuts off.
Hey, they have a former sheriff with them as well. This is gonna
be a key inside.
That's private property.
Jesus, Victor, buy a watch already.
And unlock the pumps.
What's in those trucks?
Same as always.
Well, his liquor is a problem.
Since when?
Since he read the Constitution. They passed the whole amendment.
What brings you here, Mr. Rosetti?
Who?
I called you by your name.
I think you got me mixed up.
Is he a prohibition officer?
I'm,
Imagine that. Double agent.
D.L. Collingsworth. Proprietor.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We go way back around here. Slept with George Washington and everything. 8 trucks, huh? Lot of gasoline.
So? We're good for it?
Sure. Only thing, we don't got any.
You've no fuel.
And here it is, a filling station. That makes me chuckle.
How did Gyp convince the sheriffs
We'll
to...
gas up, we'll pay you, and we'll drive on.
What's that? I got a gun. He got a gun. He got a gun.
Everybody got guns.
Everybody got guns.
How do I sometimes get the quote right? Oh.
Fellas,
Oh, they got the Thompsons.
you ain't gonna make New York tonight. You're gonna run out of gas.
You think Mr. Thompson won't hear about this?
What was I supposed to do?
Tell Nucky. Old Pop Collingsworth says hello.
He made a statement this episode. Oh, I love the wide shots.
Here we go.
The radiator's still not working?
All in the same pan.
Old hobo trick. Sit down.
Yo, he having too much fun in New York, man. It's always while he's away on business that shit goes wrong.
You know how to sling them.
Had a lot of practice.
Like fun you did.
Cooked for my brother, sister, my ma, just to give her a day off. Watch them eat. Make sure they'd finish every scrap.
What about you?
Well, see, I'd only steal enough for 3.
Wasn't Chaplin in that one?
Don't.
That could be the phone call from Rothstein. Or like an important one. About, you know, the convoy being halted.
Know what I'd like? More than anything else?
What?
For people to be honest about what they want. No matter what.
Sounds a little dangerous.
It's dangerous anyway. Stay here. Forever. If I could.
Yeah, I know he coming off genuine talking here. To Billy, but...
You can't.
I know Nucky's a manipulative motherfudger. I saw at the beginning of last episode the way he controlled that scene.
Who's calling?
I said I'd never tell. And you said you'd never ask.
I reckon that's Rothstein probably ringing, and he's aware of where Nucky is staying. Oh, no, it's not. It's Owen Slater. Okay, my bad. So he's aware of where Nucky... Yeah, he probably dropped him off anyway. Or it's just... He knows where Nucky's whereabouts is at all times. Especially after some of the slip-ups he had last season, disappearing a couple of times.
So? Now what?
How many would you say back there?
I counted 12. Maybe more.
Trust these men in a gun battle.
Oh, crap. Are we ready? Hell nah.
Not for a second.
Nah, exactly.
Arnold Rothstein expects to get what he pays for.
You won't be getting it tonight.
He has to wait. His calendar was wrong as well.
What's your pleasure, boss?
Turn these rigs around. We're heading back to Atlantic City.
Hey, that was hey, season 3 is gonna be chaotic, man. Season 3 about to be a movie. Season 3 gonna be crazy. Nah, man. Yeah, 2 consistent quality episodes back to back to begin season 3. And you know what's funny? I uploaded my episode 12 reaction to season 2 just as I finished watching episode 1. And I've seen the comments begin to flood in, and you guys are saying, you're not ready for season 3. Season 3, let's go, baby. Like, comments like that. Oh, man, I can tell why this is going to be a fantastic season. And we're just getting started. 2 episodes down, 10 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic opening. And yeah, you know, I'm not, you know, even feeling that Jimmy Darmody has passed away at all. You forget about it. You know, you stay with this character for 2 seasons and it just moves on. The world moves on. We continue. Gyp is introduced. And, you know, the more problems that are introduced in this show as well, you forget what happened before. Gillian was right. Forget about the past. You know, stop talking about the past. And I feel like it's not a fourth wall breaking moment, but I feel like in a way she was talking to the viewer, you know. Forget about it. You know, yeah, some of your favorite characters might have died. Some of the characters that, you know, caused a lot of trouble in the past, or, you know, were interesting for the dramatical aspects of this show are not here anymore. But yeah, forget about the past. Manny died last episode. Forget about the past. And I was like, I was starting to like him. And Richard Harrow just pulls up with a shotgun, bang, shot in the eye, ruins his new hat. Yeah, Gillian was right. Forget about the past. Damn. So good, ladies and gentlemen. What an opening to Boardwalk Empire Season 3. I just wish this show had the recognition as like a Sopranos, as The Wire, and I think you guys are right in saying if this was on like a streaming platform such as Netflix or Prime possibly, it would have, you know, got the recognition it probably deserves. You know, if it came out on Netflix at the time, I think it would have been absolutely fantastic, just because I think Netflix was, you know, the go-to for, you know, streaming services at the time, and the market wasn't as saturated with shows on various TV streaming platforms. So yeah, I think at that time it was probably HBO and Netflix as the go-to, and I feel like Boardwalk Empire would have, you know, succeeded a bit more, or, you know, would have, you know, had more reactions on YouTube, would have had much more of a fan base. And it does have a fan base, but I'm hoping that fan base does find, you know, these YouTube reactions for this show. I'm sure there's a fan base out there, but, you know, like an online fan base for Boardwalk Empire. Yeah, and I'm hoping it finds its way to the Elie Moses channel, because this show is absolutely fantastic, and I hope you guys enjoy these reactions. But yeah, I think at the time the show was releasing, it's obviously competing with Peaky Blinders, which was on Netflix, set in the same time period, and, you know, set around, how do I explain it? Like, you know, set around similar, you know, similar type of characters, situations with the gangster life, and illegal activities, and following various characters as well. I think, you know, in this show, obviously, Nucky Thompson is the go-to man. Peaky Blinders, obviously, Tommy Shelby is the go-to man. But I think both shows have fantastic, all-round great characters to, you know, supplement the main character of the show, per se. And, yeah, I think this show is phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. It's been Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.